there, it's Erica, and today I'm going to show you how to make a double chocolate chip Frappuccino at home with a few simple ingredients. The official Starbucks name for this drink is the Double Chocolaty Chip Creme Frappuccino Blended Beverage. I went out and tried the Double Chocolaty Chip Creme Frappuccino Blended Beverage for myself so that I could accurately recreate it for you guys. After tasting the Starbucks version, I decided that I wanted my homemade version to be creamier, less sweet, and less icy. This Starbucks drink is actually pretty easy to recreate at home, but you'll need to follow the directions carefully in order to avoid a few pitfalls. Okay, let's make it. First, here's everything that you'll need. 3/4 cup of whole milk, 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 1/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of chocolate syrup. I have a recipe for homemade chocolate syrup, which I'll have linked down below. But if you don't want to bother with making chocolate syrup, or you just don't have any on hand, you can substitute 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, Starbucks uses their creme frappuccino syrup in this drink, which contains xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is both a thickening agent and an emulsifier, which helps to keep the drink from separating. This is mostly an aesthetic concern, and you can get your double chocolate chip frappuccino to be creamy by simply using cream. Who knew, right? But if you'd like a more authentic texture, then you can purchase xanthan gum in stores. If you add 1/4 teaspoon to this recipe, it does edge the texture closer to the Starbucks version. Okay, you'll also need 1/4 cup of dark chocolate chips. The Starbucks Frappuccino chocolate chips contain cookie crumbles, which add an extra layer of flavor. To mimic this flavor, you can simply add a chocolate wafer cookie. This is totally optional. Your Frappuccino will still be delicious without it, but this does enhance the flavor further. When I tasted the Starbucks double chocolate chip Frappuccino, it tasted kind of salty to me.
I'd almost say that there's a little hint of saltiness in it.
This is probably because their Frappuccino chips contain salt. To mimic that flavor, I just add a pinch of salt. And finally, you'll need 1 3/4 cup of ice cubes. Okay, place all of the ingredients into a blender pitcher. Blend until the mixture thickens, but there are still some chunks of chocolate chips left. You don't want to completely pulverize them. If you're finding that the chocolate chips are disintegrating before the ice has properly blended, you can add the chocolate chips after you've blended everything else together for a bit. Okay, now pour that into a 16-ounce glass. Now, what's a Frappuccino without some whipped cream on top? Please tell me you always get whipped cream on your Frappuccino. You can use canned whipped cream to keep things super simple, but you know me, I like to make my own. And it's actually really easy if you own a handheld milk frother. Simply place 1/4 cup of whipping cream, 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 teaspoons of sugar or maple syrup in a small glass or measuring cup. Then just whip with the milk frother until thickened to your liking. Scoop or pipe that over your Frappuccino. And to make it extra authentic, you can drizzle some chocolate syrup on top. Gosh, that's pretty. Okay, time for the cost breakdown. A grande Starbucks double chocolatey chip creme frappuccino blended beverage will set you back $4.95. If you use organic ingredients, my homemade version will cost you around $2.85 for a 16-ounce drink. But if you use conventional milk and cream and fair trade chocolate and vanilla, it will only cost you around $1.57 for a 16-ounce drink. That's less than a third of the price of the Starbucks version. So not only will you get to control the ingredients, you'll also be saving a good amount of money if you make this at home instead of rushing out to Starbucks whenever you have a craving. Now, if you'd like to save more money and learn how to make other Starbucks drinks, make sure to check out my Starbucks Copycat Recipes playlist.